to excuse myself from what could be a good conversation with my family to go upstairs and do my homework. Which leads me to wonder, what is the real purpose of homework? To teach me new things? Not usually. Most times, it's what I would consider busy work. Why should I do 50 more problems of something I already did in school and I often already understand? When the homework is to extract information from a written piece, students simply scan the pages and copy over facts. Once again, I'm not learning anything. Do I do all of the homework that's assigned every night? Absolutely. Why? Because my grades matter. The assumption that homework is what causes kids to do well in school is a myth. There is no reason to think that more homework is the answer to higher achievement. If we could utilize classroom time more effectively, then the 7 hours we have in school will certainly be enough to fit in the curriculum without the need for additional work at night. Using the 4-way test, is it the truth? Today, I will share my thoughts on why I feel that homework should be eliminated. Is it fair? Homework isn't something we question, as households have been doing it for decades. Will it build goodwill? Every night, I devote several hours to my homework to make sure that it is the best it can be. Without these time-consuming tasks, students will be able to connect and form better relationships. Is it beneficial? Students will be much more eager to learn if they have time to rest their minds and step back from the busy schedules of school. First, is it the truth? Homework is one of the biggest things that causes stress in schools. Students rush to complete all of the tasks assigned for that night. The truth is, when they do homework just to complete it in time, they aren't focusing on the learning aspect. Students are often kept up late, cutting hours out of their sleep in an effort to finish all of the assignments given. Many studies have shown that being tired in school can drastically lower students' grades, as they aren't capable of focusing as well, and they don't retain as much information. How is it possible that we're kept sedentary for 7 to 8 hours every single day? And as if that's not enough, we go home and spend hours doing the same exact thing. That's equivalent to a parent working a double shift. It is also true that without breaks, we get tired and the quality of our work diminishes. Surprisingly enough, students aren't the only ones affected. We can't forget that once the work has been done by the students, it is then given to the teacher. On top of preparing for each day, teachers also have the responsibility of grading all of the homework from their classes. Oftentimes, when the teacher finally gives back the graded assignments, the class has already moved on to an entirely different subject. If the feedback teachers give students is what helps them learn what they need to study, getting it back after they've already taken a test is ineffective. Is it fair? We think of school as a place where we do problems, write papers, take tests, a place where none of us would choose to be. But we go because that's what adults have decided is best. Without homework, students, myself included, would be much more eager to learn. We need to give students time and encourage them to read for fun, go on a hike, and hang out with their friends and family. Without homework, students will be well-rested, genuinely happier, and ready to learn while being treated fairly and humanely. Does homework build goodwill and better relationships? High school is meant to be the time where we try new things and discover our true passions. Schools tell us to explore the things we love and find what we're good at. Then, almost immediately after, they give us work that takes up our evenings. This year, I decided to play a role in the school play. It was a wonderful experience, but I would honestly say I'd have to think twice before committing again, simply because I would worry that my grades would suffer. Like many of my classmates, I strive to get the best grades I can, which means doing my homework to the best of my ability. I took every opportunity before, during, and after the evening rehearsals to fit my homework in, yet it still often resulted in many consecutive late nights and less sleep. While we did manage to pull off a great show, having no homework would have created an environment that was less stressful for all of us. More sleep would have allowed us to memorize our lines better and stay focused throughout all of our classes the following day. Is it beneficial to all concerned? With better use of class time and the absence of homework, students will have their evenings free to discover so many other opportunities and get to bed at a reasonable time. Many students want to do well in school. They want good grades, and they want their projects to be the best they possibly can. Students will be able to learn far more if they are not overworked and tired. Eliminating homework will not only benefit students, but teachers will have more time because they won't be grading homework. Parents won't feel the pressure of making sure that homework gets done, and they will be able to spend more quality time with their kids. In closing, getting rid of homework will dramatically help students by giving them more time to try out other activities, friendships, and perhaps find a passion they wouldn't have otherwise had time for. We need to experience life a little before we start on our pursuits of the daily work and responsibility of adulthood. Thank you.